Welcome to the Real Sports Rundown. I am your host, Ryan Gentile. Lots to get to in this show, so here we go.
Welcome to the show where there's so much to be gained. Get ready to be educated and entertained. When it comes to sports, there's no fooling around. This is the Real Sports Rundown.
Alright, so it is the Real Sports Rundown, and, we got NFL talk going our way, but you know what, man, I'm not even dressed appropriately for this, so give me 1 second here. Alright, there we go. That feels much better, man. You gotta love movie magic, right? Alright, man, we have week 1 of the NFL season kicking off here, so I got some predictions for you. Not gonna go through the entire list. Way too much to talk about there. So what I'm gonna do is, here are my picks for this entire week, but I'm gonna point out a few games here just to get things started. Alright, now we have Miami at Atlanta. Now, I believe Atlanta's going to win that game. Matt Ryan had a great year last year. They got Tony Gonzalez. They have Michael Turner. They got the needs that they have. They're coming off a high season. I expect the Falcons to go ahead and not even an upset, but they're going to beat the Miami Dolphins, who had a great year last year. They're probably going to do good this year as well, but Atlanta will take down Miami in that game. Now, also, I'm going to touch it in. I'm wearing the jersey. I got the hat on. I got to talk about it. The New York Jets coming to Houston to take on the Texans. The Texans are going to win that game. That's not even an upset because Mark Sanchez, your very first game, your very first real NFL game, you're going to be jittery. And guess who you have coming after you? Big body, badass Mario Williams will be coming after you, putting down the smackdown on you and saying, "Welcome to the NFL, my pretty boy friend." So, sorry, Jets, you're not going to win, in Houston. Sanchez, you might be a good quarterback, but it's not going to start in week 1 in Houston. We're not letting that happen. Home opener, baby. Playoff year for us. That's right, I said it. Playoff year for the Houston Texans. And now, out of all these, if you probably noticed, my biggest upset pick is Tampa Bay beating Dallas. That's right. I think Brian Leftwich will lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to a win over Dallas because they're at home. Dallas is not the team that they used to be, okay? They don't have T.O. They've lost a lot of players. It's Romo's team now. It's going to be a rough year for you Dallas fans. I'm sorry. I know you can bring on the boos all you want, you Cowboys fans, but I truly believe that the Cowboys are going to struggle this year without anybody there because Wade Phillips is running on thin ice, and he's about to be out of there if you don't even make the playoffs again this year. So, Cowboys fans, I'm sorry. You're being upset in week 1. You're going to lose to Tampa Bay. That's right. I said it. But here, that was the list of all the teams that I believe will be winning this week, and, of course, the certain games that I like to talk about and think those were the best ones. So, alright, so with NFL, you got to get excited about this. We'll get more on the NFL here in the Fantasy Football League here in a minute. But we're going to touch on some college football, and there was probably the biggest upset of the year already. We already had the punch heard around the world on that Thursday night, and now we had probably the biggest upset, BYU upsetting Oklahoma. That's right, you heard it. BYU upset Oklahoma, took them down. Now, granted, you Oklahoma fans can say all you want that Bradford went down, but from what I heard during that game, I didn't get a chance to see it myself. I saw bits and pieces, but it looked like BYU was still putting a pretty good hurt on Oklahoma or hanging in there even when Bradford was in. So you can't really blame it on Bradford going down. So Oklahoma, man, I think you blew your chances at that national title. Not like you would have deserved to go anyways like you did the year before and got beat down, or even the Big 12 championship game too. Texas should have been there, but that's neither here nor there. But the bottom line is, Oklahoma, man, Bradford out 2 to 4 weeks. You got a true freshman coming in. You might lose another game, and you can pretty much go ahead and just start penciling in for next year. Because if Bradford does come back and his first game's against Texas, you're in trouble. Because his very first game in live action in almost a month, you're going to play against Texas in the biggest game of the year for these two teams. Yeah, he's going down quickly. So, sorry, once again, it's going to be double hook 'em for the Horns, baby. You got national championship on this end. Heisman Trophy for my man Colt McCoy on this end. So, get him, Texas. All right, so now moving on to basketball news. Michael Jordan, John Stockton, Jerry Sloan, David Robinson, all inducted to the Hall of Fame, all deserving first ballot Hall of Famers, obviously. Jordan. It's been all Jordan week. They've been counting down his greatest 23 moments. I can't even pick my favorite moment. There's been so many. The dunk from the free throw line, the shot in Utah that was supposedly his last shot of his career, and then, of course, we all know he came back for the Wizards and stuff. The team that won 72 games, the play against the Lakers where he goes up, and just kind of went to the other hand and laid it up. I mean, there's so many moments you can think of for Michael Jordan, and he even said it himself, man. It's like trying to pick your favorite kid. You can't do it, man. There's just so many great moments. They're all equal, which you can't lie, man. They're all equal. The shot on Craig Elo, unbelievable. So Michael Jordan, obviously deserving, so congratulations to him. John Stockton also inducted to Hall of Fame along with Jerry Sloan. 2 Jazz. Oh, I know, it's booing, boo. I know, Houston fans, you know, we don't like them. See, it says right here, Houston Rockets, baby. We don't like the Jazz, okay? It's like New York and Boston, how they hate each other. Rockets fans hate the Jazz. We hated John Stockton. We could not stand the little guy. All right, he was a flopper. He wore the little booty shorts. Why did he even bother wearing those, man? He had some white legs, whiter than mine. He didn't need to be wearing those. But we did not like them whatsoever. So, you know, but I give respect where respect is due. Jerry Sloan, greatest coach ever. I just hate that he coaches the Jazz. Same thing with John Stockton. You know, great player, kind of, you know, dirty player. Actually, yeah, he was a dirty player, but I respected him because he got the job done. He hit the shot against my Rockets that, you know, sent them to the finals that year when the Rockets should have went, because I believe we'd have beat the Bulls for that title. But we're not getting into that. That's neither here nor there again. But, yeah, we'll leave it at that. And then David Robinson got into the Hall of Fame as well. David Robinson, the most deserving guy, probably the nicest guy you'll ever meet in the NBA, man. He just seems like such a nice guy. He has 2 NBA titles, one in '99, another one I believe was in 2003 with the Spurs. His last one, retired on top, man. How else can you go out, right? I just won 2 titles. My second one, I'm retiring. I'm done. The only bad thing I'll have to say is that he didn't deserve the MVP the year he won. That should have went to Akeem Olajuwon, and Olajuwon proved that he deserved it, putting him in that popcorn machine in the playoffs and just pretty much having his way with Robinson. Robinson had no answer for Olajuwon in that series or in that playoffs. So, but like I said, but he did. I mean, he was a great player. So congratulations to David Robinson, Jerry Sloan, John Stockton, Michael Jordan especially. Congratulations to you guys. And then also, finally, Derek Jeter is the all-time hit leader now for the New York Yankees. He passed Lou Gehrig. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. He's the next guy in line to probably reach 2,000 hits. And then maybe after that, probably Ichiro. But after that, there's probably no telling who's going to reach 3,000 again for a long time. The last person to do it, Houston Astros own. That's right, these Astros, baby. Craig Biggio did it himself. He's the last guy to do it to hit the 3,000 hit club. So that's the rundown on the headlines. So now it's time for Quick Hits. Quick Hits, quickly show the logo. There we go. All right, Quick Hits. We are talking Fantasy Football League. That's right, my Fantasy Football League with my friends. My very first opponent on my road to the championship is Mr. J.R. Palomares. And J.R., I'm coming for you, my friend. You know what? You're going down in week 1, man. Okay? Mr. Juggernaut. You know what I got to say, Mr. Juggernaut? I'm going to knock you on your butt. That's right. I'm knocking you on your butt. You're my first stepping stone to that title. And you know what? I'll have you on the show anytime if you want to run your mouth, too. Any of the guys in the league, man. I'm putting this up for you guys to see. I'm coming for every single one of y'all, because no more talking now. It's time to play the game, and it starts tomorrow. And as far as the paper champ goes, Mr. Michael Sitzman, congratulations on being the paper champ. That's right. Give him some applause. Way to go, Michael. You know what they say about paper champs, right? It's only on paper. Every year, the Dallas Cowboys are the paper champs in the NFL, and what do they do every year? Either miss the playoffs or choke in the playoffs. So, Michael Sitzman, congratulations on being the paper champ, my friend. But you know what? I hope you do well, man, because I saw the pictures of that nice house of yours. Damn. So you need to win to help pay for some of that stuff, man, because that's a nice house. I am jealous, man. I'm not even going to admit. I'm going to say it right here, man, that's a badass looking house. I need to come visit you and just have parties at your house, because that looked like a nice house. So congratulations on the nice house and on being the paper champ, and congratulations, JR, on being victim number 1 to Gentile's Sleeper Squad, because that's right, taking you down, my friend. So that's right. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the Real Sports Rundown this edition. I appreciate it. Next week's show is going to be very, very special, because a week from today will be my birthday. That's right. I'm turning old. I need my walker. I mean, I can't even grow the facial hair. I mean, but if I did, it might be gray right about now. Now, how old will I be? A lot of you know. Some of you don't. Stay tuned next week. You'll see for sure on that. So, everybody, I hope you have a great, great night. Enjoy the NFL games. Enjoy everything else. I'm going to enjoy this next week because my birthday's coming up. So, hopefully, everybody has a great time, great week. And I'll see you next week after, I get all my predictions right on the NFL and from my fantasy football team. So, everybody have a great one. See you next time.